Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Brian Barron here, and today we actually have a new video. Well, obviously since you're watching it, today's video. One sec, I gotta move my mic back. Today's video is on Enum classes. Enum classes is gonna be used in a lot of your development, things, development projects. Sorry, I don't know why I said things. Enum classes, just like a quick overview of them, is literally just selections, like a switch statement kinda. You'll have selections for different things, and it's hard to explain without like an example on deck, but I will get that to you in 2 seconds. I'm also going to be explaining a new setup for a plugin that you guys I think will really help you guys. So let's get started. Alright, cool. By the way, don't worry about all these. I was just, I tried to make the video earlier and the footage cut out, so I have to redo the whole video. Okay, so let me just delete all this because we're going to make a completely new one. Dun, 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 dun. Now we're gonna keep the main there. We're gonna delete this, and I'm gonna keep the plugin jar as well. So everything that's in the main class is pretty self-explanatory. It's on enable, on disable, register events, register commands, and that is all there. And you guys should know how to do this already. Plugin, I just instantiated a a main variable, so that way throughout all my classes I can use plugin.main, and that's all I'm using here. It's literally the same exact thing as if you're registering an event, and you know how like you have a constructor and stuff. But I just made this static so that way other other classes can use it. So that's that. I should get a get instance method. I should probably do that. Nah, you guys know how to do a get instance method anyways. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. And also, I'm gonna create a new class. This is going to be files. These are all the classes that you guys are going to be needing for this whole template layout thing. And in files, I'm just gonna quickly, I'm gonna go to my plugin template. And you guys can have a look at this. It's literally everything I taught you in the YML, config.yml tutorial. And it's literally the exact same thing, except for these get files. I never taught you that, but it's literally just a getter and setter. That's what it is. I'll explain it later. I'll explain it later on. But if you don't know where to find this, the code I'll put it in the description, so that way you guys can see what's happening. So let's remove that. Perfect. Control save. And that's everything that's gonna be like pre-made. Everything else I'm gonna be making for you guys. And this tutorial is on enums. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be creating a new enum, and we're gonna call this errors. Okay. And in this errors enum, this is the format for an enum, by the way. It's literally just all words in capitals. So in this enum, I'm just gonna be listing out the possible errors that a player can get when he's typing in a command, or just any type of error really. The types of errors are too many arguments. You put a comma to show that you're gonna make a new, like a new section. I just tried to point to my monitor. Like a new section, like a new option. And then less arguments, that's another one. Oh, well, two less arguments, I guess. And then there's file not created, because we're going to have files. Well, you're gonna have files probably. Not enough permissions. No permissions. Unknown argument. I think that's what I'm gonna go with right now. And then you put a semicolon at the end just to show that your list is done. So this is literally like usually in a lot of Enum classes, this is what people just put in. What the fuck did I do? That's kind of cool. I don't know what I did though. Oh, I think I did the show and breadcrumb. Okay, whatever. So right here, this is what usually that's all in an Enum class for like beginners or whatever, but I'm just gonna go a little bit more in depth. Instead of an Enum class, you can find a way to get these statements. So that's what I'm gonna be doing here. And what it's gonna be, it's whoops, forgot I was in caps. Public static string get errors, and this is going to be errors type. Okay, that's what's going to be in here, and add a return statement. So I'm just going to put return. Right now that's going to be null. Right now we want to create a string called, oh whoops, I want to create a string called errors, or no, yeah, we'll make it errors. And I'm just going to do this. Forgot the string. String errors equals nothing, making nothing. Make sure like just two quotation marks, no space, no nothing. And we want to return errors because we need to return a string, you know, and errors is a string. And what I'm going to be doing here is if type is equal to errors dot too many whoops, my freaking, oh, I hate it when it does this. There we go. If errors equals too many arguments, then we want to set errors equal to you have put in too many arguments. And obviously you can make this a different thing. It can be like your server name, or if you have like if you have a prefix string variable, then you can just put that in. It really doesn't matter. It can even be check color, you know what I mean. Oh no, it can't be check color because you haven't imported it in here, but so that's that. And else if, and basically you just want to do this, else if type equals errors dot two less arguments, and you just want to fill in every single argument that you have. And I'm just going to make this errors equals you don't have enough arguments. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. We have 1, 2, 3 more. And I'm going to change this to file not created. This file does not exist. No permissions. This is going to be used a lot. You don't have enough permissions. And this is literally just how to this is how I make my like my error messages. So instead of saying like if player dot has permission blah blah blah, and if he doesn't have the permission, then send the player this message, instead of writing out that whole message, I just use this, and it's a lot easier for me. Argument. Okay, so that's all it's going to be for this class. That's literally everything. And we're going to be making a new Enums class. Well, it's not really an Enums class, but it's just an Enum. I'm going to make this permissions. I'll double check if I spelled that right. So permissions. And basically, it's going to be the exact same thing actually. But, your permissions, this is how I format my permissions, but it could be, if you only have one command, then I guess it can just be that one specific permission. But this is how I format my permissions. It will be the command name underscore the arguments of the command name. So let's say you had like slash player kick. I can't really put another slash there, but slash player kick, and then your player, right? And how I would do it here, it would probably be player for this and kick. That's literally everything that is. And here we're gonna make the same thing, a public static get permission, and we're gonna make this permission and type, and we just have to put a string here. And I'm going to make permissions. This is just one way to use enums. Like, there are multiple ways to use enums, but this is definitely just my way of using it. Okay, so that's that. I want to return permissions. Perfect. So since we only have one right here, because this is just a template, if the permissions dot if type is equal to permissions dot that, then we just want to say permissions equals Skype we want to put in, sorry, I don't know what I was putting in we want to put in the actual permission, so like essentials dot home or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna put permissions dot permission. That's literally everything. And obviously if you have more, you would put the else if statement in there, but I do not, so that's what's gonna be in there. And okay, so I think I'm done with all of my main classes, and I'm just gonna create a new package called commands, and I'm going to give you an example of how to use all these. So implement command executor. I just want to probably just gonna make it on command. There we go. Sender command label, and args. Okay, so awesome. I'm going to make a new string, and this is going to be called command, and this is going to be equal to command.getName. So that way I don't have to put command.getName every single time. And I'm going to do if command dot equals ignore case. What is this, man? Equals ignore case. I'm just going to put command, and if it equals, oh, whoops, I'm going to say if sender instance of player, check if the player, or if the sender is a player, and if it is, instantiate the player. This is all common sense, everyone should know how to do this. And yeah, okay, so and else sender dot send message. Oh, you know what, that's another error that we should probably add, not player, or player only command. Okay, just gonna copy it out this, and player only command. There we go. Only player can use this. Alright, so let's save that. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sending a player a message, and I'm going to be sending it an error. So, oh, whoops, errors dot get errors, and we want to get the type. So the type is going to be errors dot player only command, and that's literally all you have to do, and it will send them this message. I'll send them this message. See how easy that was? And I can, like, regardless, I can just keep copy and pasting this wherever I need, etc. So that's how you use that. And if the player dot has permissions, I'm just gonna kind of explain to you how to use each one of them. If player dot has permission, okay. So if the player dot has permissions, permissions dot get permission, and there's only one type of permission, so I'm just gonna put permission dot command or name argument, and boom. That's how you get if the player has this type of certain permission. I know it's a bit long, but honestly, it's more of a sorted way. It's more it's a lot easier for me. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot cleaner, and a lot of people, I like whenever I'm making my plugin on YML, I always have to scour and see what I put in for each permission. Instead, I can just go into here, look at all the permissions I've set. So that's the Enums tutorial for today. Enums, so just to wrap up, Enums basically just a selection, and you can use those selections accordingly into anything you want. That's literally all it is. It's really similar to a switch statement, I guess, but except it's with if statements as well, or you can just use the plain out enum classes here. So that's my tutorial on enums today. I'm going to, if I didn't explain it right, I'm going to put a tutorial in the description where you can read about enum classes, and I hope that that'll give you a better understanding of what enum classes are. And I hope you guys took my template, and because to me, I really like my template. You know, it's easy for me. I also used to make command enum, but I didn't find a use for that after a while. So that's the end of this tutorial. Have a great day. Whatever, you know, that outro stuff people use. Later.